Hi, I'm Paul,
I'm Tammy.
and
We're
we're
inseparable.
inseparable. Yeah, it's been quite a while since
Yeah,
we've done one of these.
I feel a little rusty.
I think that like a lot of other YouTubers, we've kind of run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd just do a little update since some curious things have been happening around here, and maybe thinking of maybe doing a segment on Sigma,
Hmm.
which we explored deep into what we learned about your makeup personality and
Right.
stuff as far as being autistic, and we kind of stumbled upon this thing called the Sigma, and I looked at it and I said, wow. So I showed it to her, and I said, well, what do you think?
It's definitely you. Yeah,
Yeah,
matches a Sigma male. Now, is there such a thing as a Sigma female?
there is. You're
Yeah.
not.
No. I'm not saying I am. I'm just to if I classify it as Sigma
Right,
male. You're a
right.
Sigma male, obviously. You're a male, but I'm just saying. I don't want to say there's only Sigma males,
Right,
but
that's correct. It is probably Sigma males are probably more common than Sigma
yeah.
females, but and and we'll get into that. I think there's just one aspect of it that doesn't really line up with me, but I mean that's the way it should be. I mean there's always going to be something.
Yeah.
95% of it's what you are, and
That's true for me with the autism too. Some of the stuff doesn't apply and most of it does, but there might be a few things, oh no, that's not me or whatever,
right.
but
So we've been annexing, cornering the market on used electronics.
yeah.
um, what happened is uh, Consumer Cellular put up a thing about having a sale on new phones, and I know that sooner or later I was going to have to get a new phone. I still haven't, but
Hmm.
but then I thought about it. I really don't want to depart with the E5 Motorola E5's phone camera that we're
The
using
camera,
right now. I
yeah.
love this camera. Okay, the problem being that it's getting more and more difficult to transfer the movie files. Uh, Pictures are easy, but movie files, you really need to do it by cable. And the
Yeah.
USB cable, the small side that goes into the phone, the connection's not very good anymore. You kind of have to hold both of them together and not breathe.
And
While
it'll charge okay, you said, but when you're transferring, and
right.
sometimes the videos can be kind of long, so you don't have to stand there for too long holding it just right. That's just a pain.
15 minutes of holding it
Yeah.
and not breathing. Um, but I am relieved to say that led me along a path of saying, well, wait a second, maybe I can find a used E5 that has good cameras still.
Yeah.
That's all I would need it for. And we found one. You want, well, we're using it right now. So maybe you could, snap a picture for
Okay.
us and they can see what it looks like. Pretty
Okay.
much the same as the old one, except the auto box is different. And now that that's kind of hairy about, someday I might not be able to charge my phone anymore
Yeah.
because that's the same connector that's used for the charger. Well, now I'm free and clear to go get whatever phone replacement and be done with that one because we have this for shooting video.
Right. Not
Mm,
worry about the camera difference.
right.
Yeah.
We thought maybe we'd even do a multi-camera shoot, but if I can't keep the connection together and long enough to transfer the file, what's the
Yeah,
bother?
it's not worth the aggravation, really.
So this was $25, and the reason it was so cheap is because the phone's locked on to Sprint, and nobody wants Sprint. Which worked in my favor because I don't
Yeah, it's
need.
like a brand new phone. There's no scratches. There's nothing wrong with it at all. So
Yeah,
it's really great.
yeah. So that's one thing that we picked up used and has that kind of big interlocking story about how we're going to continue to use old stuff with the new stuff and kind of frees us up. And then we had another issue with your laptop. You want to tell them what was happening with
Well, my
that?
laptop when it's open, one of the hinges on one side was coming out, and I could close it, but it would kind of, I was afraid at some point it's kind of break off or ruin the screen or something. It's just one side of the laptop. So I was leaving it open, just turning it off at night. And I mean, this is about 6 years old. I think we bought it in like 2018, something like that. But the laptop itself still worked okay. It was just didn't want to open and close it. And then it works with our printer.
Well,
We
that's
have
the
to,
yeah, that's the
in
long and the
order
short of it is
in
that
order to scan things in,
the
we need my computer to
right
use that.
the
Yeah.
old printer scanner only works with that computer. So if that computer breaks completely, well, we don't just need a new computer, we would need a new
The
printer.
printer, yeah.
So I said, well, let's go and see what we can find to get you a new computer, and we'll just park that one upstairs on the desk where the printer is and just leave it. And I think if it's just left alone and it's not moved around, that it won't break any further, and we'll be
Yeah.
able to be using it years into the future
Yeah.
as a driver for the printer, but more importantly, the scanner.
Right.
We scan a lot of stuff, a lot of pictures, a lot of documents. So it's important to preserve that printer, that computer for that purpose, and show them what we gave you. We got you.
What you got me.
What I got you. Okay, go ahead. You might need to hold it up a little bit and turn it around.
A new laptop.
Yeah.
And you got that picture for me to have as my background picture. Nice picture of us.
Yeah.
So it's in,
And meet the new laptop, same as the old laptop. It's the same exact, almost the same exact version of the one that I have.
yeah, the one
That I
we
swear and
have.
curse at, but
Well, that was the thing. I was like, well, you need a new computer more than I do, but it's because you kind of push it to the limit with making the videos and the editor you use and stuff. So, but you want to keep yours, and I mean, you can certainly use if you want to use the new one, but that was your decision. So,
right, $150. Same
yeah,
price we paid for that one. So
yeah,
meet the new stuff, same as the old stuff.
yeah,
But the thing with that is that you use it to go on Facebook, to go on YouTube, and
yeah.
email, and
Yeah, it's
check your
pretty
bank account.
basic, but it's really nice. It works really well, and I mean, even just the difference from the one I had from 6 years ago, I thought it worked fine, but then you get a new one and you're like, wow, this is nice. It's like, having a new car or something, it's like just works better. Even though I wasn't complaining about the way it worked, it was fine. But
Well, the thing too is, that they used to say that whatever you do, buy used cars and don't buy used electronics. And I've always got to do the opposite.
yeah, we
Whatever
do
you-
the opposite.
I buy new cars and I keep them forever.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we buy used electronics, and it's not really used. It's what do they call it? Refreshed,
Yeah, refurbished or renewed or something. It's
Renewed.
through Amazon, and when it came, the packing slip said new, so
Yeah.
I don't think the person even had it very long. They just, renewed it to, like factory settings or whatever.
And mine was the same thing, where it was a send back to Amazon, and they checked it out. They can't find anything wrong with it. No, there really isn't anything wrong with it. It does have a power issue when it comes to doing multi-track video. And when I'm going to do that, it really strains the CPU. So what I've learned to do is shut everything else down
Yeah.
and just do the video. When I'm done doing the video, then I can bring the other stuff up, because it really is a load on a computer that has a synchronized soundtrack with 3 different video feeds coming in to be able to handle and edit that at the same time. And I gotta say that the Mojave editor is fabulous.
Yeah.
We were able to get that through a gaming site for $30. Period. We own it. We're
Yeah.
not renting it. We're not paying for it every year.
Right.
And there was a little bit of an up curve to learn it, because it is a more complex one than the one I was using. But gradually I moved things more and more to doing it there. And now we do just about everything there. The only thing I still do in Microsoft for the music videos is I do the intro section where you do the little sweep thing. He
Yeah.
sweeps the thing out of the way and then move that over. And other than that, we do everything in there, and I'm getting so much better at handling it, and the things that we're able to do are just
Hmm.
fabulous. So look forward to that, I guess. If you're interested, we'll be doing a series or a couple of videos on what it is to be a Sigma. There's a lot of Sigma videos out there. I get bored watching them. It's not something that, it's something that people who want to imitate the behavior watch, I think.
They want to learn how to be like that. Yeah.
Right, they want to, because Sigmas get the girls, so they want to figure out how they can, and you can't fake it. You know, I really could care less about whether I could get girls or not. At this point, I got the girl. You know, but it is interesting and understanding. You know, just like Tammy, when we found out she was autistic, maybe the biggest thing about it is you can be able to look back and say, "Oh, so that's what the hell hit us." Yeah, that was the truck that ran us over. You
Yeah.
know, okay, this is why this happened, that happened, or why I reacted this way. And this is the same thing. It's like, okay, why do you do the things? And there's a few scary aspects about it. It's not like the perfect thing to be a Sigma. All
Yeah.
right. So that's enough for now. Take care. God bless.
Thanks for watching. We love you. Bye.
Bye. Okay.